Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather for 10 to 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 will take us to the 5th of October, and we'll be able to extend up beyond that with certain GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe runs around a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, so that gets us well into the second half of October. I'll get some of that for you in a moment. Just say that first video today was our 6 10 UK weather forecast. Please like, share, subscribe on all of today's videos and content. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. I've got to say thank you so much to my good friend David Collins, who super thanked GavsWeatherVids and myself on Saturday, 10 to 14 day. Here it is. Thank you so much, David, for your super thanks, flagging up the comment there, and we also pin the super thanks comments as well. Thank you so much, David, for your very generous super thanks. If you would like to give a super thanks, GavsWeatherVids, all you need to do is click the thanks button, which you will sometimes find underneath a video here on YouTube. Other times it will be behind the 3 little dots, so sometimes they hide it away for some reason. But anyway, if you'd like to give a super thanks, that's how you can do it, and you'll get a shout out in the videos as well as having your comment pinged. Thank you so much, everybody doing that. Thank you so much to David Collins as well. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, my friend. Excuse me, everybody. Right, let's have a look at this then from the UK Met. So they put this tweet out this morning. Hashtag Storm Agnes has been named and is forecast to bring strong winds and heavy rain to much of the UK later on Wednesday and into Thursday. Stay hashtag weather aware. 50 to 60 mile an hour inland gusts, 60 to 80 mile an hour gusts around the coast. Agnes is going to give us a real blow on Wednesday and into Thursday. There's a confirmation Storm Agnes has been named. There is Storm Agnes as well, and Storm Agnes will be sweeping in through the middle part of the week. So yes, very, very disturbed weather to come midweek. Watch your space, everybody. We're going to keep you updated and have a look at some wind gusts right now, actually. So starting with the GFS at the weather outlook. So here we go. This is what GFS is forecasting for Wednesday morning. 70 to 80 mile an hour gusts around the coast of Ireland. Then 70 plus mile an hour wind gusts into the Irish Sea through Wednesday afternoon. 60, 70, possibly up to 80 mile an hour gusts there in the Irish Sea on Wednesday afternoon. Strong of winds transferring through North Wales and Northern England, some Scotland. As we get to Wednesday evening, 50, 60 mile an hour gusts quite widely out into the North Sea when we get into Wednesday night and Thursday morning when things start to calm down. This is the high resolution arpège model. Excuse me once again. And we got back today a little bit. I thought I got rid of it like yesterday, and it's back though today. So it's one of those that I just can't, get rid of it. Really, it doesn't want to leave me. Likes me too much. That's the trouble. It likes me too much. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Anyway, through Wednesday morning, we've got wind gusts to the south of Ireland, 70 to 80 miles an hour there. With a page. Remember, strongest winds transferring to the Irish Sea, 60 to 70 mile an hour gusts up the Irish Sea, around the west coast of Wales, southwest England, we're seeing 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts. And then the strongest of winds move through North Wales and Northern England, 50, 60 mile an hour gusts quite widely there. As we go through Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, out into the North Sea, Wednesday to Thursday, and things start to calm down again. This is DWD. So this one is stronger than the other two, actually, with the wind gusts on Wednesday morning to the south of Ireland. It's actually forecasting there gusts going to around 90 to 95 miles an hour, nearly 100 mile an hour gusts just to the south of Ireland. That's in the Atlantic, of course, but on the coast there of Southern Ireland, it's like going to 70 to 80 mile an hour, nearly 90 mile an hour gusts. 760, 70 mile an hour gusts moving into the Irish Sea as well. And then most strongest of winds, sort of 80 mile an hour plus, moving into the Irish Sea. as we get through Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. So looking really stormy there for western regions on Wednesday afternoon, and then the strength of winds moving into North Wales and Northern England into Wednesday evening. Again, 70, 80 mile an hour gusts distinctly possible here if the DWD model is right. Strongest winds then move off into the North Sea, and things start to calm down on Thursday night. And then finally, that looks really, really bad. Actually, I have to say DWD, the worst of the two bars we looked at first of all. And we've got UKV here, which is the UK Met Office high-res product. Again, all coming from 2. Please check out my good friend Brian and the Weather Outlook, link in the description, of course, with the video. As we go through Wednesday morning, income for strongest of winds again, 70, 80 mile an hour gusts to the south of Ireland there. Strongest of winds moving up the Irish Sea as we go into Wednesday afternoon. Widespread wind gusts 60 to 70 mile an hour, some places or some parts of the Irish Sea in excess of 70 mile an hour. So like 70 to 80 mile an hour gusts here up the Irish Sea, looking really stormy, I have to say, through western and northern parts of Wales, parts of Northern Ireland, and northwestern to southwestern parts of Scotland on Wednesday afternoon. And then into the evening, the strongest winds transferring through North Wales and Northern England, and then heading off out into the North Sea overnight Wednesday into Thursday. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild Wednesday, courtesy of Storm Agnes. Everybody, please take care, stay weather aware, and we'll keep you updated at GavsWeatherVids with our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. Right, coming to the tropical Atlantic. We've got 3 interest areas. We have got a yellow X here, and we've got Tropical Storm Philly. So, this yellow X is disturbance 1, a 10% chance of cyclone formation with that. Don't have to worry too much about that one, I don't think. This is disturbance 2, with a 30% chance of cyclone formation at 2 days, but an 80% chance in the next 7 days. That could be next tropical storm and or hurricane. And then we've got tropical storm Philippe, giving maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour with a minimum set pressure of 1,000 millibars. This is going to be staying as a tropical storm through to the weekend, so starting just here, ending up by the weekend, just there, still in business at that point. So no suggestion yet, but this will be a hurricane up to the weekend, but up to the weekend, or at the weekend, it is still in business as a tropical storm, and obviously it's still over the warm waters of the subtropical Atlantic Ocean, and so therefore it could power up into a hurricane beyond 2 a.m. on Saturday. So we'll keep you updated on that one. Central temperatures are finally updated. So we are now sitting at 17.4, which is nearly 4 degrees above the 61 to 99 average. That's provisional to yesterday, to the 24th of September. Going to be nip and tuck whether that stays in the 17. Remember, 17.0 is what we've got to get to have the warmest September on CT records. 16.9 was the previous record from 2006, so 17.0 is what we need to have the hottest September on record. Going to be nip and tuck, going to be very, very close, I think, whether we can pull that off or not. This is the reason why. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles next couple of weeks. Looking at Kirkham today. Suggested location for this part of the video. If you'd like to have your local town or city featured in this part of the video, then please let us know in your comments or email us at GavsWeatherVids@gmail.com, and we're very happy to do that. Now, the red line's the first year upper air temperature average for Kirkham. You can see that for the rest of September. We are hovering close to average, but might turn a little bit cooler than average at the end of the week and into the beginning of the weekend. That's why I'm just a little bit unsure whether we'll be able to hold in the 17s or not with the CT. Very briefly, warming up later in the weekend as we get to the beginning of October, and then sort of hovering close to average, really, as we move through the first week to 10 days of October. You notice the GFS operational run, which is this thick green line, falling away, so that becomes a little bit of a cold outlier. Well, not necessarily an outlier, but one of the colder ensemble members at the end. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Precipitation-wise, looks quite unsettled. More rain to come through the rest of September. A lot of that, of course, associated with Storm Agnes. Drier over the weekend. And then next week, maybe a wetter trend, actually, as we go through the first week to 10 days of October. Is that turning wetter? It might be, because it's extended range, so therefore it's unreliable. Generally looks a little bit, a little bit on the cool and wet side, I think, actually, for Kirka. But areas further south and east of that are likely to be drier and warmer, as we see here the potential anomalies from the 25th of September to 3rd of October, generally coming out above average, particularly for England and Wales, nearer normal for Scotland and Ireland. Precipitation anomalies showing a real northwest-southeast split, so through Scotland, Northern Ireland, and much of northwest England, wetter than average. Further south of that, drier than normal, especially so for the south and for the southeast. The latest Windflow Map from earthnullschool.net. Let's quickly refresh this. Latest Windflow Map. All right, we'll pull this round. Latest Windflow Map from earthnullschool.net. Looks like this. So we've got low pressure in the North Atlantic and bring up those southwesterly winds today. Now I'm going to pull this back around again, and I'll show you that this is the current position of Agnes. There she is, waiting to move in across the country, sweeping even across the country through the middle part of the week. Doesn't look much at the moment, does she? But she's in a genesis, and she'll be with us by Wednesday. Right, let's start going through the chart data there. Miss Howlett, you can make your own looks for midnight on Thursday. Storm Agnes sitting over Scotland, strongest winds to the south of that, severe gales across many parts of the country. Into Friday, another secondary low, bring further wet weather in. Then over weekend, a ridge of high pressure builds up from the south. That turns things a little bit dry briefly over weekend, but then we're back into a westerly flow with low pressure in control by the beginning of next week. That's as far as we get to. You can make your run to midnight on Monday, 2nd of October. Icon looking very unsettled for midnight on Thursday. Agnes sitting over country with strong winds and heavy rain about. Over weekend, higher pressure ridging up from the south, being mostly dry over to southern and east parts of the country, more unsettled out to the north and the west by the beginning of next week. Looks rather showing in the north, but a ridge building into the south, beginning to turn a bit cooler with that as well. The GFS midnight run again has Agnes centred over Scotland for midnight on Thursday. Heading into the weekend, higher pressure starts ridging up from the south and from the southwest, turning things drier over the weekend. By the beginning of next week, we're back into rather cool and showery conditions again. Heading up towards day 10, just a general weakening of pressure, so looking very unsettled actually by day 10, which is the 5th of October. Low pressure, well and truly in control of that one, and becoming cooler as well, with winds turning into a northwesterly direction. So looking unsettled, very wet, quite cool, maybe even cold for northern areas as we go into the second week of October. We're on the cool side of the jet stream there, under a trough of low pressure. That looks a big contrast, I have to say, to what I've had in September so far. Remember, on the ensembles, it was one of the cooler ensemble members. But GFS 6 then, once more, looking very unsettled on Thursday. And then high pressure with Agnes. Then high pressure reaching up from the south into the weekend. So everything's a little bit drier very briefly over the weekend. By the beginning of next week, though, low pressure's pushing in from off the Atlantic and heading up toward day 10. An increasingly unsettled and cool look to the weather. High pressure actually becoming a mid-Atlantic ridge, heading up towards Greenland. So we're on the cold side of the jet stream there, with lots of low pressures around the country. You would expect that to be a very cool wet start. Actually get wind into the north. I haven't seen northerly winds for ages and ages and ages, but we get wind into the north there just beyond day 10. Could that even bring a few wintry showers to northern parts of Scotland there by the 6th of October, possibly, but again, that's a long way off. Beyond that, really unsettled weather continues. It's all good news for the GavsWeatherVids autumn forecast, I have to say. But yes, looking very unsettled there, right way to the 11th of October, as far as we get to with the GFS 6M. If you enjoyed the video, please can you like, subscribe, if you show everybody new Matt. Why not drop a comment? Let's know what you think about this or other videos. And don't get to friends about GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. 70 subscribers. We'll get to 17k. So we need 70 for 17. Thank you so much, everyone, for the subscriptions. And why not check out our merch store? So this is GavsWeatherVids merch store. We've got pillows, we've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got hats, we've got stickers, we've got the magic water bottle, all in various designs and whatnot. So if you would like to buy a little bit of GavsWeatherVids merch, just come to merch store and quote CMD0721 for 15% off your order when you check out. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. You can also give a super thanks on missing all of our videos. You will find the thanks button underneath the video, either along this bar here or sometime behind the three little dots. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. You can become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids as well. So £4.99 a month will get you a GavsWeatherVids channel membership. You will get exclusive perks and content. Click the join button to find out more. And you can also give a donation through PayPal. Got a PayPal donator to shout out tomorrow, actually. So this is GavsWeatherVids PayPal page. All you need to do is come here, sign your PayPal account, and you can donate whatever money you'd like to GavsWeatherVids. And we thank you so much, everybody, for doing that, for having us to pay for the channel and bring you all of this content that you are hopefully enjoying. Short, medium and long range, you know, we did it all at GavsWeatherVids, and we thank you so very much, everybody, for the support. Thank you so much. Links in the description with this and all other videos, of course. GM, again, bringing low pressure in from off the Atlantic on Thursday, very unsettled, rather wet and stormy with Storm Agnes into weekend. High pressure trying to ridge up from the south, but not really doing so that successfully. Actually, the GM keeping things pretty unsettled, particularly for the north as we go up toward day 10. Slight ridge building up here by day 10 itself, but it's only ahead of more low pressure in the Atlantic. So that one, I think, is rather more showery, actually, than some of the other molar output between days 5 and 10. And then the ECM, again, with strong Agnes, excuse me, over country midnight on Thursday, bringing very unsettled conditions with it. Heading into the weekend, region high pressure building up from the south, turning drier briefly over the weekend, and maybe a bit warmer as well, especially for the southeast. But early next week, we go back into those westerly winds. By day 10, all looking rather inconclusive, I have to say. High pressure is trying to ridge up from the south, but a trough is moving through the country as well. Just here. Got quite a bit of low pressure in the Atlantic. You'll notice there remains yet another Atlantic storm, either tropical storm or hurricane there in the North Atlantic. That's probably going to be disturbance 2 that we talked about earlier on in the video, but it's got, what was it, an 80% chance, 70-80% chance. Go back to it, it's going to be this one. So 8% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days. So yes, you know, looks a little bit inclusive, but I think probably turning a bit more unsettled, actually. Generally weakening pressure by day 10. That ridge there looks like it's really clinging on by its fingertips, doesn't it? Okay, this is my precipitation forecast based on my ECM run from tometeo.com. So we've got showery conditions to come over the next couple of days, and then on Wednesday in comes Agnes, bringing all of that stormy weather sweeping in from off the Atlantic. A little bit drier maybe through the end of the week, but we've got further wet weather to come into the south at the end of the week, and possibly lasting into the weekend as well. So, you know, we're never far away from rain, let's put it that way, with the ECM all the way up to day 10, really. Further showery conditions are continuing there. These are the options on the table within the ECM Ensemble Day 4. Day 10 gets 5th of October. 21 members of the ECM Ensembles with high pressure both to the south and to the west. So again, that looks rather showery, a little bit on the cool side. 18 with low pressure to our east, high pressure to the south. That could be a little bit showery as well. And 12 with high pressure sitting right over top of the country. That's the driest option. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. which gets us 10th of October, 10th of the 10th, 16 members of the ECM ensembles low pressure to our east, high pressure out to west, winds again coming in from a northwesterly type direction. That could be quite cool and unsettled. 9 with low pressure around Iceland, high pressure to our south and southwest, so that's going to be rather westerly, mostly dry in the south, a little bit showery in the north. 8 with low pressure north Scotland again, that looks a little bit showery, especially for the north. Another 8 with high pressure right over top of the country. 7 with high pressure reaching up from southwest to the north, and 3 with high pressure over Scandinavia being winged in from the east. That will probably be the warmest option with a little bit of a southeasterly component. A lot of different options there, actually, telling us that there is quite a bit of uncertainty at both day 10 and 14. Finally, CFS B2B, so 500 millibar high storage breakdown into week periods. The first week period takes from 25th of September to the 1st of October. This week looks unsettled, especially around Wednesday, Thursday, with Storm Agnes. Week 2 will be the 2nd to the 8th of October, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south. To the south, even map brings most unsettled weather to the north. Driest weather will be in the south with that. Week 3 going to be the 9th to the 15th of October. High pressure originating in from the Atlantic and going to northern parts of Europe as well. Lots of dry weather with that. Probably a little bit on the cool side though. And then week 4 looks very cool. It's the 16th to 22nd of October. High pressure pulls out into the Atlantic and trough of low pressure digs in from the north. That would turn the wind into a cool northwesterly to possibly northerly direction. Could we be seeing the first hints here of a cooler or a significantly cooler? Obviously, October will be cooler compared to September, but could we be seeing the first hints here of a significantly cooler October? A real contrast October to the September that's just gone. Maybe, possibly, we'll keep you updated. Okay, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, please can you like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Thanks so much for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all our videos. And we thank you so much. I'll say 70 subscribers will get us to 17k. So we need 70 for 17. Thank you so much, everybody. And don't forget to check out the merch store, etc., etc. All happens paper channel. We thank you so much. Right, just coming up tomorrow. We're going to have 6 AM UK weather forecast. We'll have a European extended outlook, and there'll be a day 14 there too. Please keep checking back to the channel for more. For this one, though, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.